Welcome you all for this video. First of all, thanks to everyone who support my channel. Friends, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel A Ray of Success. Today we going to discussing about sync function. There are two types of sync function. First one is normalized sync function. It is denoted by sync of t. Second one is unnormalized sync function. It is also known as sampling function. It is denoted by SA of t. So there are two types of sync function. Normalized sync function, it is denoted by sync of t, and second one is unnormalized sync function. It is also known as sampling function. It is denoted by SA of t. Normalized sync function is defined as sync of t should be equal to sin pi t by pi t. Also, sampling function is defined as SA of t should be equal to sin t by t. First, we going to find out the sync function value at t is equal to 0. What is the sync of t at t is equal to 0? Sync of t at t is equal to 0. So here we can substitute t is equal to 0. Sin pi t by pi t at t is equal to 0. What will you get? If you substituting t is equal to 0, you will get sin 0 by 0. That means 0 by 0 condition. So we go for L'Hospital rule. So apply L'Hospital rule. That means differentiate both numerator and denominator with respect to t. So we can differentiate. What is the value of differentiation of sin pi t? It become cos pi t into pi. What is the differentiation of pi t? It become pi. Here pi cancel. So you will get cos pi t. Then apply t is equal to 0. What is the value? What is cos 0? Cos 0 become 1. So you will get when t is equal to 0, sync of t should be equal to 1. From this we can draw the signal. This is sync of t. This is t. It becomes 0. Here we get at t is equal to 0, sync of t become 1. To draw this graph, here we can consider two plots. This is our sine graph. That means sinusoidal signal. This is our pi t. It should be increases when t greater than 0. This is also our denominator function pi t. Here we consider first case t greater than 0. When t greater than 0, pi t should be increases. That means this value increases. If pi t increases, sync of t should be decreases. If denominator will increases, the resultant signal amplitude will be decreases. So here we can draw like this. If you consider t less than 0, it is negatively increases. So you will get negatively decreasing graph. So this is your sinc of t graph. Here at t is equal to 0, you will get amplitude become 1. When t greater than 0, pi t value increases. So the amplitude of the sinc function should be decreases positively and negatively. So we can define a sinc function. Sinc of t should be equal to 1 when t equal to 0. It should be equal to sin pi t by pi t when t not equal to 0. So this is the actual definition of a sinc function. The same concept will be applied to the sampling function. So we can define a sampling function. SA of t should be equal to 1 when t equal to 0. It should be equal to sin t by t when t not equal to 0. This is the definition of a sampling function. Next, what is zero crossing point? Here we can consider t is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. That is, we can consider some integer value. Then we can apply to the sinc function. First consider t is equal to 1. If you consider t is equal to 1, you will get sin pi. What is the value of sin pi? Sin pi should be equal to 0. When t is equal to 1, you will get a sinc function should be equal to 0. So we can indicate this point. Next, if you consider t is equal to 2, what will you get? Then sin 2 pi. What is the value of sin 2 pi? It should be equal to 0. And here we can consider some integer value 1, 2, 3, etc. When you apply this integer value to the sinc function, that time you will get the sinc function will be 0. So this point is known as zero crossing point. What is a zero crossing point? The value of t, the sinc function will be 0. Then that time is called zero crossing point. So in sinc function, the zero crossing point present at the integer value of t. Also, if you consider the sampling function, here also we can draw the sampling function. SA of t, also at 0 it become 1. To understand the concept of zero crossing point in sampling function, if you consider t is equal to pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, etc. If you apply this time value to the sampling function, what will you get? SA of t should be equal to, if you are applying t is equal to pi, then sin pi by pi. What is the value? Sin pi should be equal to 0. If you are applying t is equal to 2 pi, what will you get? Sin 2 pi should be 2 pi by pi, it should be equal to 0. When you are applying t is equal to an integer multiple of pi, you will get the zero crossing point. So in sampling function, the zero crossing point present in the integer multiple of pi values. So here you will get the zero crossing point at pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, etc. Here also minus pi, minus 2 pi, etc. So in normalized sinc function, you will get the zero crossing point at the integer value of t. In unnormalized sinc function, you will get the zero crossing point at the integer multiple of pi values. So these are the details about the sinc function.